Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to cover a couple of things in this video, particularly the GeForce RTX 3060. Yeah, I would not be expecting to get this graphics card at a reasonable price. It is already being price gouged to the heavens from its $329 MSRP. We'll talk about that. If you can somehow get a 3060 at MSRP, I would try to do whatever you can to get it at MSRP. If you can go into a local store, that's probably your best bet, but we'll talk about that. And also, I do want to quickly talk about the insane success of Valheim. I haven't seen an early access game come out in quite a while get the sustained success that Valheim has gotten. I mean, we're about 3 weeks since the launch of the game, and it is still persisting as one of the most popular games on Steam, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But if you're expecting to buy an RTX 3060 at MSRP, I don't know what you've been thinking or if you've been even paying attention to the PC gaming market, because it is an absolute train wreck. I have people, buddies of mine, that have finally tapped out and just bought a PC at an obscene price point. I mean, that's kind of what we have to do. I know there's that rhetoric going around, wait for things to calm down, wait for, the pandemic to end, XYZ, but, it's been waiting and waiting for a long time for a lot of people, and at some point, you just gotta be like, okay, I want to get a PC, I want to start, gaming with a better video card, is what it is. A lot of my friends are kind of just at that point of being like, okay, I'm just going to buy an expensive GPU. What else can I do? Because it's not even like, okay, I could go buy a PS5 or an Xbox Series. Look at the prices of those, and those are disgusting as well. So you're kind of just put into this predicament. The RTX 3060 was supposed to launch with an MSRP of $329, but right now it's already being sold at a crazy price point at an undisclosed US retailer, as noted by Video Cards. This is crazy in terms of the pricing it's already going for. You're talking $485, $515 for the MSI 3060 Gaming X, Zotac 500, Asus 500, Asus TUF 490. The source does come from Cortex. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous in terms of the pricing. I don't know at what point things are going to get better. Honestly, things might get worse before they get better, because I remember in the fall, I was like, okay, by early 2021, things are probably going to get better. Really, I was looking at that spring range, like April. Yeah, throw that idea out the window. April, it's not getting any better. But what's happened is prices have actually gone up. I bought a pre-built computer for $1,800. I bought a pre-built with a 3080 in it for $1,800. Let's look at how much a RTX 3080 is now. I'll let you guys know in just a second. A 3080 is going for $2 grand. The 3080 alone is going for $2 grand on eBay, and I got an entire pre-built PC in the fall of last year with a 3080 for $1,800, $1,900, somewhere right around there, and that PC obviously has shot up in price as well, so it's just crazy. I mean, I honestly don't know what to recommend if people are trying to get a PC, if you're trying to get a new gaming console. I mean, waiting is an option, but at some point, it's going to be tough to keep waiting if we're into the fall of this year and things are still rough. Really, what I've noticed, the best case scenario is having social connections and as effed up as it sounds, know somebody that's a scalper or, running these bots or whatever, because that's probably your best way to get it in. Honestly, social connections. That's how my buddy got a 3070. That's how one of my buddies got a PlayStation 5. And that's what I'm hearing most people doing in terms of getting things at a decent price. You have to have social connections. But at that point, not everybody's going to have a social connection and a hookup. That's just crazy to think about. But this is literally the reality we're living in right now, and it's probably going to be the reality for the foreseeable future. I remember when the mining craze happened, and yeah, that was bad for a little while, but it didn't persist for a year and a half, and we're not at that point, but I think we are going to get to that point. I think by the time GPUs settle in back to their regular prices, it would have been a year and a half. I think we're in for that long of a journey to get back to regular pricing. But hey, it kind of is what it is at this point. Let me know your guys' plan and what you guys are doing in terms of getting a graphics card or buying a PC. Is it just something you're waiting on? Interested to hear your guys' thoughts. Also, I do want to quickly tout the success of Valheim. My God, I remember when this game came out back in early February, a bunch of my buddies got on it, and I was like, okay, not really my cup of tea. I've kind of fallen out of loving survival games and things like that, but this is one that I do want to jump into and play a lot more of. And it's an early access, mind you, so this is a game that's only gonna get better, and it has 78,000 Steam user reviews, and bear this in mind, it is very hard to be in early access and maintain an overwhelmingly positive reception, but Valheim has done exactly that with a 96% positive reception with 78,000 reviews, and again, we're early in the early access period, it's just gonna get better and better, and then concurrent player count, 400,000 people online right now. I believe it hit 500,000 people. These are just crazy numbers, and it's kind of wild to see how, like, a game can drop on Steam, and I don't remember there being, like, a ton of buzz leading into the release of Valheim, but it can just come out, one streamer plays it, and then it just snowballs into an absolute monster, and that's what Valheim has become to an extent that I haven't seen out of an early access game in quite a while, so very happy for them. Yo, kudos to you guys. Do your thing, keep making the game better, keep the players happy, and this is one that I definitely want to play more of, but it'll be interesting to see how it is in its final state as well. Only $20 as well, which I think is a relatively decent feature, and it notes feature-wise the game is about 75% complete, and content-wise it's about 50% complete, so that, like, it's got a long way to go in terms of adding in all that content, so that's pretty cool as well. But that's going to wrap up this one, guys. Again, the RTX 3060, crazy expensive, expected to be crazy expensive, and, you know, that $329 price tag is going to be hard to get unless you do have a social connection. Valheim seeing crazy success as well, happy for them, and hopefully this is a note to be taken that, yo, if you release a good game, it will be very successful. Always not that easy, sometimes good games go under the radar, but Valheim is one that it's wild to see just how successful it's been. That's going to wrap up this one. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.